Welcome to Community Roundtable. I'm your host, Henry Huang. Well, it's my pleasure today to have my very two good friends to the set today. To my right is Amanda Ma. To her right is Ada Chin. Welcome to the show today. The reason they're coming to my show today is their company, relatively new, actually won two very prestigious awards last year. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys, let the audience know what kind of awards you have won. You want to go ahead, Amanda?
The first one is MYFOX11. It's actually for Channel 11, and we won Best Wedding Planner in Los Angeles. So we were very happy, and thanks to all our clients and our vendors who voted for us. And Ada will talk about BizBash.
Our second award that we won last year was the BizBash Event Style Awards, which was awarded for us for the best corporate concept for a marketing type of event.
Yeah, and for that particular event, we were actually up against Starbucks and InStyle magazine. So we were very happy to receive that award. And we were actually the only two Asian Americans who went up there to receive the award.
Right, so it was lovely to represent.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. That's wonderful. Asian power, right? Well, I know Fox LA, these are all mainstream organizations, actually, of the award that you have won. Can you tell us about more how you guys won these awards?
For MYFOX11, we actually, they encourage you for your clients and your vendors to go on the website to vote for you, and they make comments and they give you stars, 1 to 5 stars. So we just send it out to our past client, future client, and current clients, and we ask everybody to vote for us. And luckily they did, so thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. We had so much fun reading through the testimonials of all the past clients and just from people we've worked with. So it makes us very happy to get that feedback.
Right. You guys must have done a phenomenal job because in LA, it's a very competitive marketplace because, it is one of the biggest cities in America. And everybody recognized the Fox name, and as well as the other award which is in your industry, is very prestigious as well, right?
That's correct. Yes, I know. Like a lot of people, they go to Fox LA, and even people who didn't know about our company, you can actually go through and look at the different event types of companies and see what type of testimonials they get. So it's a good way to kind of get our name out.
So I know your company does a lot of event planning, for example, corporate and weddings and so forth. Now, what make you guys want to go into this industry? Because, most Asian parents, they don't really probably see these kind of job or business as something that they really wish for their kids to do. But you guys done a phenomenal job now. I think they have a different feeling about it now, right?
Definitely. I mean, I remember when we first started, we were coming both from a corporate, very steady and, well-paid jobs. But when we told our parents, we want to do event planning, it is still a fairly new industry. However, it is growing. And they were like, what is that? So you're going to do weddings and, events? What is that? Do you get paid for doing that? And we really just had to educate them. And, of course, we took the time to educate ourselves before jumping into this industry. And we found out this is what we love. We love make each event very memorable and, be able to help the corporate establish their brand further just through events. So... yeah.
And we've been very lucky because our family and friends, they really support our endeavors. So even though it's very unconventional, it's not, your accounting or doctor type of job. They're supportive, and at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Right, and I'm sure this job is very fun, not just sitting in the office all day, right?
It's definitely very fun, but it's also, you have to put in the work hours, so it's what you can make of it, so...
Right. You mentioned about, the things that you guys do, because typically when we think about, planning events, most, at least through my experience, my parents' age, they were thinking, planning events, isn't that something you do voluntarily? You don't get paid for it? So, for example, your friend's wedding, you go help out, you go to secure the a restaurant, and then go through the steps and so forth. They wouldn't really think of this as an industry where, well, actually people get paid. And I know, because in fact, we were just talking, I watched a television last night. You guys, if you're really good at this job, you can really get paid pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I think the surprise is that the events is becoming such a big industry now, and contracts are getting really complicated. Venues, they have all this list of things, and it's so much easier for a client to hand it off to a professional who knows what to expect and know what to look for. And in the end, we end up saving them time, energy, money, and just give them a peace of mind. Yeah. So I think that's why there is an industry for event planners, and that's why we're in it.
Yeah. Right. And like you also mentioned, that it helps the corporate to build their brands for friends and people getting married to have a memorable event, right? Yeah. I mean, hopefully you only get married once in your life, and you don't want bad planning to ruin that day.
Right.
So your job is actually very important because you're creating a memory that they can remember the rest of their life.
It's true. We always say we're very honored to be able to help these people with their, special event or wedding, because it's really like a Broadway show. You can't do it over. So the first time you do it, it's got to be right on the dot, and that's what we do for each of our weddings. And going back to what you were saying, a lot of people, Asian community may say, why do I need to hire you? I could just have my friends do it, But as we've been in the industry for a little bit longer now, we see that changing, because more and more people are educated, where they have, maybe 3 daughters. So the first daughter, they did it themselves, and second daughter, they're like, we're going to hire a professional. And that's what happened. We have clients where the second daughter, we did it for them, and then they're like, okay, third daughter, we hire you again, because the experience is totally different. Like, instead of running around like, oh, Henry, can you help me with this? Henry, can you help me with that? Like, you're actually enjoying the wedding. And, a lot of times with the Asian community, you have, or not just Asian, like multicultural, like a lot of times people are traveling very far to attend your wedding. Right. If you're running around getting things done, you're not attending to your guests. So that is more valuable, attending to your guests and, talking with them, see how their flight was, how are they enjoying the wedding, not worrying about, hey, when's the cake arriving, or who's doing the